We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Someday I'll Have a Podcast. My name is Ren. I am your host, just like every other time you listen to this podcast. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. Honestly, just by clicking on this, you're supporting me in all my dreams. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Today, I want to talk about one of the many things that I would like to talk about. I kind of just want to talk about the way that we are so, as a society, attached to things. So I feel like this came up for me recently when I was getting a new phone. I was switching over and I was like so nervous about losing the things on my phone, like the photos, the notes, even contacts, etc., right? When realistically, like half of those things are already like on Facebook or, like I have the memories of all these things. I was so worried about losing all my photos and videos, so worried about losing my notes, and then switching over phones. And it kind of made me think, like, why are we so attached to these things? Like, granted, there's a lot of sentimental value in the photos, right? That's totally understandable, right? Like, plus, I mean, I have so many videos saved from everything the last 10 years, especially after starting like my vlogging journey and things like that. But I don't know, they're just really special things and we attach a lot of sentimental value to these things. But beyond that, it's like I just feel like as a society, we are so attached. We're so afraid to lose these things that don't actually matter, right? Like, sure, it would suck if I lost a bunch of pictures, but at the same time, I can always reach out to my friends and family and have them send them my way. Or like a lot of these important photos and things are already backed up with like into the abyss that is the internet. So it's like, why was I so freaked out? Why are we all so concerned about losing these things, these that are, at the end of the day, just things? All of these tangible items, I feel like we are like a slave to, which sounds so bad. But if you think about it, like okay, have you ever lost your phone and just completely, either it was stolen, you dropped it in a lake, someone jacked it at a music festival? That's such a hard thing for us to wrap our heads around and accept. Granted, okay, the phone is maybe even a bad example because literally it's an investment. Phones cost a lot of money. They're high technology. We have a lot of personal information stored on them. So like maybe that's a bad example. But like I've lost like a pair of sunglasses and I'm like upset about it for days. And I feel like I cannot be the only one, right? And I've been working really hard on trying to accept that like the less things, the better. Let's move towards minimalism. Like these things, these tangible items, I feel like a lot of times are really just clouding our spaces and clouding our judgment and having us lose track of what is actually important in our lifetimes. And what is actually important in our lifetimes is not these tangible items. It's the memories we make, the connections we have, the deeper things. Things are just things, right? And as much as it sucks to lose something, for sentimental value or the monetary value that we spent on it, or the fact that it was given to us as a gift and then we feel bad for losing it or having it leave our lives or breaking it. But really we have to step back and take a look at what actually matters. Like, why are we getting so caught up on these things, these items, these man-made, often pieces of crap, right? I remember too, something that stuck with me a few years back at Electric Forest, I think it was, which is a large-scale music festival. People carry around like totem poles that say, funny things or whatever, but someone had one that said love people, not things. And for whatever reason, for me and a few of my friends, like it just kind of stuck. Like if we put as much love and effort into caring for the people around us as we did for, our phones or our expensive watches and our I don't know, making sure we get back the Tupperware that we let our friends borrow. Like, they're just things. They're just things. And I feel like it's necessary that we move back into out of that, out of valuing the riches and the items that we possess, because realistically at the end of the day, nothing is really yours. Nothing is really yours, not even your body. All that you have is your soul, your mind. And this sounds like some hippy dippy shit, and honestly it probably is. What else is new on this podcast? What else is new in my life? It's all the typical BS, but honestly, we are so connected. Not even connected, we are so attached to these things that cannot offer us true connection or true value. Like, there was this one time I was on this boat, and we were on the top of the boat, and it was super windy, and we were all laughing because it was like raining and windy, and like were just ridiculous. And my friend was wearing my sunglasses, and I was like, whatever you do, like, please don't lose those. They were super cool. They were like lilac purple stars, like just cool, unique sunglasses that I mean, I probably honestly got them on sale for like $5 somewhere, because knowing me, that's the trend. But I was like, whatever you do, like, please don't lose those. Like, I don't remember where I bought them, and like, I really like them. Like, just, take care. 2 minutes later, probably not even, we're all laughing. He turns his head. The sunglasses are ripped from his face and tossed into the lake by the wind. Just tossed right into the lake, never to be seen again. And looking back, I'm like, literally, that's so stupid that I got so upset, especially with this day and age, because like literally I could search up on Amazon, even though I'm not a big Amazon lady, like it's convenient or whatever. But besides the point, I could literally search up on the internet purple star sunglasses and probably repurchase them for, again, $5. Easy as that. But it was like, I think it was just the fact that like, damn, I don't have them in this moment. And like, they're gone. Like, I had spent money on them. Like, whatever the reason was, like, I was upset. I was like, damn, these are awesome sunglasses. And this is just one little anecdote, obviously. But I was seriously like I felt like I had lost something, because I had, but it was like, why am I putting so much value into this cheap thing that doesn't actually bring me value into my life? And I think that we often, as a whole, get stuck on things like that. I feel like sometimes it's hard to accept maybe it's hard to accept our own irresponsibility, that, damn, I lost that because I lost that. Or maybe it's the fact that some things hold sentimental value and we don't want to lose these things, whether it be the photos, whether it be a gift, things like that. Or maybe it had a lot of monetary value. I'm just going to talk about this other time that I lost my damn expensive camera at the airport because I probably realistically was being irresponsible. Like, I fell asleep and someone snagged that shit. And that hurt. Even though it was a gift, but then I loved the camera so much, I bought a new version. Had to buy a new SIM card to go with it. That put me out $300, And it's like, was I attached because it was upsetting that I had to reinvest in it? Or was I upset that it was my own irresponsibility that really essentially lost the item? Or the other 3 times I've lost freaking water bottles, reusable water bottles at the airport. But they all had sentimental stickers on them, stickers from events and memories and gifts that I just so lackadaisically left behind, But regardless, I think it's important to get ourselves back into this mindset of these are just things. Things are always replaceable. Things don't actually matter. While it's hard to do that, especially when there's sentimental value attached, maybe you lost a loved one and it was a gift from them, or it was theirs once upon a time, or sure, these items do, we put sentimental value on them. But realistically, we don't need them. We have the most powerful tool and the most powerful things already inside us. Everything we need is already inside us. So recognizing that and accepting that and allowing ourselves to detach ourselves from items when we've lost them, when they've got stolen, when they've gotten broken, detaching ourselves from these man-made things. We don't need them. We don't. And the memories that those things might have been attached to stay within us. The sentimentality of a lot of these things stay with us. It's not that we're just going to forget how much that person meant to us or the memory of that event or that beautiful time in our lives. We're not going to lose that just because we've lost these items. They're just things. And it's important to focus that energy in on the people around us and the connections we can make, because those are the things that hold true value. True value. And full circle, it goes back to the idea that, yeah, money is great to have, helpful, wonderful, fun. But in the end, it's never yours. You know, you're paying taxes, you're paying your mortgage, you're paying people to do this, that, and the other. Money is just a means to an end. And so instead of putting so much emphasis and pressure on having to spend this on insurance or having to spend this on gas and these things that like suck, no one wants to pay for that kind of stuff. But again, it's a means to an end. Maybe you're taking someone out to dinner that you love because you want to spend time with them and give them a wonderful meal in their bellies. And instead of focusing in on, damn, that money that's being drifted out of your pockets, tossed right out on a whim, not on a whim, but tossed right out so easily, that doesn't, the value in that is the fact that you got to spend time with someone you love. And that can be applied to anything. So I just encourage you really to start focusing in and paying attention to those energies, like what you feel when you lose something, or recognizing the things that actually bring you true value into your life. And I can guarantee you it's your relationships and experiences rather than expensive goodies and things like that. Tangible items. Yeah, that was just my little ramble of the day. Quick, short episode. Yeah, I love that. Thanks for letting me ramble about that and share that, because honestly, I feel like it's a necessary thing to talk about and just bring your attention to. And so thank you for being here and listening to that with me. Let's open up the conversation. You can always DM me on my Instagram that can be found in the show notes, and we can talk about it. Because again, connections, that's what I value. That's the things that bring value into our lives. So let's connect over this. I'm also always taking suggestions. Tell me what you want to hear me talk about. Tell me, open up the conversation with me, and we can make it happen. I'm going to shameless plug my YouTube channel. I have a lot of exciting things coming up in the next few months, and I would love to share that with you on a separate, different level than I do with the podcast. Very different. But I love it. I love doing that in a different way. So much to share with the world. It's at Living Large with Elle Crew on YouTube. It also can be found in the show notes. And also, I've been collaborating with the brand Parade. It's a sustainable underwear brand. Not only do they have underwear, they have comfy bodysuits. They've just released a swimwear line. Just a lot of fun stuff. You can shop with my code Elle Crew. That's LCRUU. And for I think it's 15 to 20% off. I don't know exactly. But check them out. They're an awesome brand, and you'd be supporting me and them and supporting sustainable fashion. And that's what we love to hear. On to the best part of the episodes. I'm going to recommend to you a song that's been on my repeat that Spotify makes for me that I have been listening to nonstop. I want to share that with you. Music is at the center of all things. And today, of course, Modern Love by All Time Low. This song makes you think. It's kind of a jam, definitely something to sing in your car. It's a little bit melancholy, but it also is so true. It talks about modern love and where have we gotten, where are we going with how we feel and view love in our modern world. Obviously got to plug my guys All Time Low. They're great. It's a great song, great new album. Make sure you listen to them. That will also be linked in the show notes in this episode. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I just want to encourage you, make your someday today, whatever that looks like, whatever that means for you, whatever you say you'll someday do. make that someday today. Thank you for listening, as always.